Yo, we're the Tweekaz!
And you're watching Toasted!
Welcome at the Emporium Brazil Festival. I'm standing next to the one and only, the Tweekaz. Hi guys, how did it go?
It was really crazy out there. Nice and warm, perfect weather for today, and the crowd was going nuts, so you cannot ask for more.
Yeah, I came in when you played the song Let It Go, and I saw the whole crowd singing. Even those tough guys with all the tattoos were, let it go, they sing. It's really cool. How did you manage that?
Nobody judges anymore. Nobody cares. You know, it's just fun. It's all about the music, energy, being happy. That's it. You see the toughest guys with like skinheads. They go like, let it go, and they love it. I love it too. It's cool.
I loved it too. But how did you came with that idea? I mean, Froozen, Let It Go for children. I mean, how did you came up with that idea?
Now, we already did another Disney remix before. We did Rapunzel, or Tangled as it's called, the new version. And then Frozen was becoming like this major epidemic, you know, in the whole world. We thought, you know what, let's try it, see if people react to it, and it went through the roof. Really cool.
Yeah, good choice, I would say.
Thank you.
And you are wearing sunglasses always. Can you tell me why?
It's actually quite funny reason. We started playing in a small club in Norway, in Oslo, and we got this Kanye West glasses, you know, the one with the stripes on. We said, hey, how funny would it be if we play with this on? Like, yeah, let's do it, ha ha ha. And then they stuck. But luckily it's not Kanye West glasses anymore, so now it's just a gimmick.
Well, a funny gimmick. You guys come from Norway, and you live in Belgium now, right? Do you miss Norway?
A little bit. You know, you always miss your family, your friends, a lot of the food, because the food is different.
Yeah.
We got a lot of cultural stuff in Norway, and those are the things that we really miss, you know. But we make sure to go home every once in a while, every 3 or 4 months, to stock up on the food and see your family and friends, and that really helps, yeah.
And do you plan on ever moving back to Norway?
It's a tough question because right now the scene is here, the music is happening here. We live half an hour away from our studio, from the management office. All the festivals are driving distance. We don't have to fly. So it's difficult. It's also really expensive to live in Norway. So you got to think about that too. Right?
Oh, it's better here then. And what do you do when you're in a plane? Do you relax or do you sleep or?
We always bring multiple things that we can do. So we have our, he brings his laptop and his PS Vita and pretty much everything that you can watch series and play games, just to make the time go a little bit faster, on the long flights.
Ah, that's good, because you don't really sleep a lot, so you need your relaxation somehow, somewhere.
We need Red Bull. That's pretty much all we need. I think we should be sponsored by Red Bull because we drink so much Red Bull, our teeth are going to fall out pretty soon. I'm pretty sure they're going to rot away. I'm pretty sure.
I hope not.
Me neither.
Well, you're shooting your clip today, right here. Can you tell me more about the scenes you're going to shoot?
What's that?
You're going to shoot your video today right here. Can you tell me more about the scenes you're going to shoot?
All right, yeah, we're going to do a video clip for the next upcoming track, which is Tweekaz 16. It's a project we did 2 years ago when we called it Tweekaz 14. Yeah. And we're kind of continuing the saga. So it's going to be the same style as the other track. And we printed these big signs with the lyrics. So we're going to have people holding the signs and get a lot of crowd interaction. But that's always fun to involve the crowd, the fans, and hopefully it'll turn out good.
I think that's really smart. You involve your fans and the crowd a lot. I wanted to ask you if I would give you a lot of money, and which I can't, but you know. And
what are we doing here?
No. What if I would, and if I could, then and you would have a guaranteed #1 hit? Would you do a Main Street track? Because you always stay with your styles. I mean, would you do that?
Well, I mean, define mainstream. We just did a Frozen track from Disney. It's pretty mainstream, but it's still over the top mainstream, so it's funny. I don't know. I think we're staying true to our style. We've always done it. We had a lot of setbacks. Being from Norway, we don't have the contacts in Holland. It's really difficult, but I think no, I think we will just stay true to our style and just experiment at 150 plus BPM.
Yeah, you always stay close to your own style a little bit.
And the fans. The fans. We really love our fans. We really do. So we don't want to piss them off. Because you have a short fuse, you do.
You collaborated with Darren Styles and Frequencies, for example. Who do you want to collaborate the most?
Sorry, I'm going deaf. I'm a DJ. One more time.
Okay, who would you like to collaborate with? Because you did a few collaborations
Already,
with Darren
yeah.
Styles and
Yeah.
Frequencies.
I know that we want to do a collab with Code Black. Been talking a little bit, but that's very hardstyle. But we also want to do something with a non-hardstyle artist again, because the collab with Darren Styles, which is UK hardcore, was so much fun to do, and you really learn new techniques and everything. We're thinking about Pegboard Nerds, which is also Norwegians or Scandinavian duo. We'll see what happens, but that would be really cool. Something fresh, something new.
I'm really curious about that.
Get out of here!
And if you have you sure you have a big dream, I'm sure. But what is your biggest dream?
Well, the biggest dream within the music, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta be completely A4 square and say climax. You know, playing a climax it's kind of like the top. It's as boring as that. That's my boring dream.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's boring, but you know, it could be amazing. But
Well, I think everybody could guess the answer. You know, that's kind of like how it is. We played DEF CON. We played Emporium, Intense, Tomorrowland. You know, well, Tomorrow World would be cool. Play EDC Vegas. We're going there back again this year. Yeah, I don't know. Climax is the next, I think.
and you as well, same dream.
Same answer. Yeah. I don't have much to add on top of that. No.
Oh, that's cool. And if you, I wanted to know. It's a random question, but how were you guys in high school?
Oh, I was a geek. I was a pure geek. I had the middle split. Like everybody else, I had a middle split. I also studied drama, theater. So that's why I do a lot of funny faces on stage. I was teacher's pet, but I was also the sneaky bastard on the side. So you know that the teachers loved me, but everybody else hated me, if you know what I mean? I was kind of like a dick, yeah.
Well, not for the teachers though.
Absolutely not. You know, I brought apples and stuff, so yeah.
And you had good grades.
No, I did not. Well, yeah, in everything artsy, you know, aesthetical.
Oh, yeah.
So dancing, drama, music, good grades. Math, I failed. Science, I failed, you know.
Well, whatever. You don't need it anyway.
I don't need it. I see science, bitch. That's how it is.
And you, how were you in high school?
I was the kind of skater boy, you know, big baggy pants. There wasn't a lot of those in my school, so.
You wanted to be different.
I was a bit of a loner, but that's fine. I had friends, some of them at least.
And your grades?
What?
Your grades?
My grades, they were actually quite good. Yeah, I was a bit of a school kid, yeah.
Ah.
So my teachers were kind of disappointed that I went on to study electrician. So they were like, yeah, okay, you don't want to become something better? So yeah, I graduated as an electrician, worked for maybe 9 years in a company, and kind of said bye when the music started going.
So actually your dream came true then?
Yeah, pretty much. I've been DJing since both of us since we were 12, 13 year olds, so.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Really cool. And how would you describe your style? I mean, we just talked about you do everything, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, but where do you find the inspiration?
Well, both of us are huge fan of UK hardcore, like Darren Styles, Gammer, Hixie, the old stuff. So I think inspiration, well, to be honest, inspiration could come from anywhere. It can come from Disney movies, it can come from action movies, like The Hanging Tree, Hunger
Disney.
Games. Yeah, exactly.
Again.
Anywhere, you know? So I think you just gotta look around for inspiration, but somehow we always manage to put our twist on it. Because we have a workflow in the studio, like I make the sounds and he makes the melodies and arrangements. So it just works. I think if we would both do a solo track, it's gonna sound like shit and weird. Really.
I would never say that.
I would.
And do you have any tips for young DJs who are starting DJing?
Well, I think if you want to be a DJ nowadays, you need to learn how to make music. You cannot just expect to be booked at the big clubs or the events just by playing other people's tracks. You got to bring something original, and you got to bring your own music, because that's what people want to see. They want to see something. They want to come to a stage and they want to see that person because he made that track, you know?
Yeah.
So I think,
That's a good tip.
yeah, I think you really need to make your own music.
And do you have any news for 2016? Last question, because you guys have to run, I know. But do you have any, like a scoop for us or something?
Do we have any scoops?
Please.
Well, we said.
I like it. I like scoops.
So like we said we wanted to do a collab with Coal Black. We are doing collab with Coal Blacks. That's gonna happen. That is the biggest secret first right here. No one else knows it. You're the first to know it. That's pretty much it. Everything else is announced. So yeah.
Wow, that's great though.
Yeah, it is.
Well, thank you guys, and enjoy today, and good luck today with making the video.
Thank you.
I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Awesome.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes.
All right.
Bye.